Hi, my name is Elizabeth and I'm a PhD student in clinical psychology. Today I'd like to take a few minutes of your time to talk to you about pain, but more specifically about pain variability and why more and more clinicians and researchers are starting to take a closer look at it. But before we dive into pain variability, let's take a step back and focus on what pain is. So pain is typically defined as an unpleasant sensory and emotional experience which may or may not be linked to an injury or illness. And this experience is very personal, as it can be influenced by many biological, psychological, and social factors, including stress, fatigue, psychological distress, and many more. We also know that pain can serve an adaptive and protective role. Kind of like an alarm system in your home would inform you if an intruder got in, pain is your body's way to warn you that a potential medical condition or injury has occurred so that you can react quickly and appropriately to it. But when pain persists over time or occurs without being related to any specific illness or injury, suddenly it's not so adaptive anymore. So when we talk about chronic pain, we usually refer to pain that persists or recurs for over 3 months. Chronic pain is now recognized as a medical condition in its own right, but it can also be related to another illness or condition. Chronic pain can also cause significant psychological distress, as well as functional impairments to the people who live with it. It can also be quite complex to manage and treat once the condition is well established. And studies have shown that many patients with chronic pain do not see clinical improvements in their pain severity from the treatment they receive, which kind of leaves us with a big room for improvement in the treatments that we offer to people with chronic pain. And so this brings us to my thesis project. We know that substantial variability exists in how pain is experienced from one individual to the next, but also within the same person themselves. And this is even more true in the context of chronic pain, which is typically marked by significant uncertainty and ambiguity. Previous research has shown that higher pain variability can be related to negative outcomes, including greater pain severity, lower quality of life, increased pain catastrophizing and psychological distress, as well as poorer treatment outcomes. But more research is needed to gain a better understanding of what determines pain variability in the context of chronic pain. So over the next few years, I'll be doing research on pain variability in the context of chronic pain in the hopes of finding potential psychological and demographic factors associated with pain variability that could help us minimize the burden of chronic pain on patients' health and well-being. But more importantly, gaining a better understanding of pain variability could help us better personalize treatment approaches for chronic pain in the long run.